What is up, subscriber family? Welcome back. You did it. Yes, you guys, all of you did it. As you can tell from the title of the video here, you have enabled this channel to hit 6,000 plus subscribers. That is incredible. I am honored. I am humbled. I am utterly overjoyed and so incredibly grateful to every single one of you. I never thought that I would have 100 subscribers. Never mind orders of magnitude beyond that. Yet here we are, and here I am celebrating this with you, sharing my gratitude, and doing a video for you. There are some of you out there that have been subscribed to this channel since November or December of 2017. I know there's some of you, my personal friends, that have been subscribed from day one, from the very first video. But the channel really started to hit its stride and started to grow in December. And I still talk to several of you, many of you actually, that subscribed around that time frame of December of 2017. Back when my voice audio was absolute garbage. And I was using a terrible video editing program. And I was just trying to make it all work because I didn't know any better as far as putting videos together. I started this on an absolute whim with very little budget. And here we are, over a year and a half later, about a year and a half, I guess. I've shot over 800 videos, several incredibly long ones, plenty of full album videos, which you guys love, and long playlists, which you guys love, which is awesome. And I had so many people tell me, you can't do long videos, they can't be longer than 15 minutes. Why would you do an hour video? Yet, you look at some of the videos I've done, and some of those are the ones that people love. A lot of the full album stuff from Dir En Grey, from the Gazette, from Wagaki Band, from Muck, from Coheed, from plenty of the Portuguese bands. The Portuguese Distortion episodes were well received, even though the view count was low. But it doesn't matter. But you guys have proved the detractors wrong. And you have made me an incredibly happy individual. And to give back, to give thank you in the only way that I know how, I'm doing a video specifically for you guys today. I'm not going to lie, I've slipped a couple in. But we are going to celebrate the bands, some of the bands. We're going to do 7 tracks today. And I'm not going to tell you the order because I know some of you will skip through. And you probably will anyway. But those of you that will check out a free band, and I'm hoping that's the case for the majority of you. But we are going to go to some of the bands and some of the scenes that have been so huge and so instrumental for the channel. I got one of the first YouTube notifications I've got in a while. I think I got Saturday. It said the video I did for Voice of Bassaprat for School Revolution had hit 10,000 views. And that was this weekend. And the past few days, it's gone to like 12,000. They're a really cool band, by the way. They're an all-woman band from Indonesia. And the track School Revolution was really cool. And I cannot wait to hear more from them. But we are going to cover 7 different bands from different scene, from 6 different scenes. And I'd be remiss if I didn't include Dir En Grey, if I didn't include the Gazette, Coheed, the Portuguese scene, the Russian scene, the Indonesian scene, and another one that I absolutely love, Ode and Lady, which helped get some of those subs as well back in December of 2017. And I haven't done an Ode and Lady video in a while, and I've certainly wanted to. So, we're going to hope this playlist works out well. We are going to start with Dir En Grey, who really helped grow the channel. That fateful day when I shot different scents for, I believe it was Clearum, Shala, and had a review that wasn't the best, more of I didn't get it. And things snowballed. The VK scene has been amazing. And honestly, I could have included so many other VK bands. I could have done 7 videos on just VK. But there are a lot of fandoms here on this channel that call it home. And I want to pay homage and tribute to you guys. So we're going to start out with Fukai. I asked a good friend of mine, Ms. Nadia, hey, I need a Dir En Grey, or I need a Dir En Grey video that I haven't done to put on this playlist tonight. And the one she settled on was Fukai. So we start out with Dir En Grey and Fukai. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a long one. We've got 7 videos to get through. Let's get into it, shall we? First band is Dir En Grey. The track is Fukai. As usual, I've got lyrics up in a different window. I will link them in the description below. Here we go. Really cool effect there, that flanger. Really cool riff. Really like that riff. Like that cool pinch harmonic going on there. Got a very rock-like feeling compared to some of their other stuff. Get Shinya back there behind the kit. Definitely in his element here. With Kuru and Dai doing their thing. I like that Ko's using that rich mid-range of his. That bass line is so rich right there in the middle. I always love being able to hear Toshia. It's a really cool groove. Really slick riffing. Such a cool, like, raw quality to the vocal here. That was an awesome shift. Those really cool, sparkly clean tones that are so familiar to early VK. Wow, that is a wicked passage here. That bass line rolling so silky under there. These really cool, clean, semi-clean guitar passages here. Also a really cool fill there by Shinya. In a way, the riff reminds me of something I might even hear from a band like The Used. The vocal layering here is stellar. Love how you get more of a traditional vocal out of Ko here. It's really got a bunch of impact. That muscular, heavy tone for this riffing is really a treat. And the cymbal work and where it's placed in the mix is outstanding. I like how you got a little bit of pinch harmonic from the accent riff. Get some of that darker, more grit-heavy part of Ko's voice. Listen to that really cool harmonic there by bass player Toshia. That's awesome. Really fits. This is just a ripping rock groove here. The slight little variations in that riff are awesome. And that is a slick bass line. Toshi is really pulling the stops out here, but still staying in the pocket. Listen to that bass run there by Toshia. That was so awesome. That was Dir En Grey. That was Fukai. Man, that was not what I expected at all. That's got to be one of my favorite Dir En Grey tracks that I've heard, especially from a more rock-like perspective. I expected it to be heavy, and it wasn't. It was these big, muscular, articulate rock riffs. Great tones, both high gain and clean. The whole band is just on it. It's a very well written track. Those breaks from the heaviness into those sparkly clean tones with some of those different vocals from Ko are really outstanding. Bass work is absolutely a joy to listen to, especially as a bass player. Toshi's got such a cool style, and he does it very, very well. Shinya, who I've had mixed things to say about, shines so much when he's playing rock or when he's playing progressive rock. And that uniqueness about his drumming really shines and stands out in tracks like this, where he's able to let some of that punk influence and that rock influence go. Really utilize his creativity in his fills and his cymbal work and the cool little tom patterns that he likes to utilize. And vocally, it's just a really smooth, very slick vocal from Ko. I love that mid-range that he employs at points, and it sounds so good in that framework, in that rock framework. It's actually one of the reasons why I love all of Insulated World, because there's a couple of tracks that have that almost used Avenged Sevenfold kind of rock-like vibe to it, where he's able to really pull that part of his mid-range out and showcase that so well. And it's on full display here. It's an awesome track. Killer suggestion. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you so much for your support and your friendship. And absolutely badass request. The second band that we're getting into today, I will fully admit, I love these guys. They are the band known as Legacy of Cynthia. They are from the incredible, utterly amazing, and utterly overlooked Portuguese metal scene. If you guys are still sleeping on the Portuguese metal scene, why? Why are you sleeping on the scene? There are so many amazing bands that are so diverse from all over that country. I've covered well over 100 of them. And you're missing out. I covered these guys on the very first episode of Portuguese Distortion around this time last year. And I covered the track Rats and Rattlesnakes from their 2016 record Danse Macabre. And Buddy Oz, one of their guitar players, actually even asked me, I think it was yesterday, have you heard our new one, Monster, yet? And I've been holding off, but I needed a representation of the Portuguese metal scene who have been so incredible to this channel for so many reasons. And damn it, I'm listening to Monster today. I'm doing it on the channel. I'm doing it for you. And I'm doing it in the middle of a killer selection of bands. I know their new record this is coming off of is going to be written about serial killers. It's going to be dark. It's going to be nasty. So it's bookended between some bands that are dark and nasty. It's got to follow Dir En Grey. So we'll see what it sounds like. This is Legacy of Cynthia. The track is Monster. Here we go. Already that strong, down-tuned, high-gain riffing. Slipping into this seamless groove here. Got that Legacy of Cynthia guitar sound all over it here. Get it almost System of a Down feel here in the vocals. That synth is awesome. Very 50s feeling. That lead accent riff is so slick. Sense of drama in the vocals is fantastic. Really interesting vocal layering and the way it's placed in the mix here. Designed to make you feel uncomfortable and it works. Really cool vocal layering in the front and the back of the track there. Really slick arpeggio there. The video is outstanding. The production is so interesting here. The mix is so interesting because it's designed to make you feel uncomfortable. The vocals aren't completely clear. They're kind of, I've got to search for them a little bit in the mix, but I understand why they did it, especially being that all the tracks on this record are based off serial killers. Some really cool set of riffs here. Sounds almost like I hear a sitar in the back. I have to ask Oz about that. Their vocalist got such a phenomenal range. Absolutely seamless shift there. Their use of leads to set moods in this track is so well done. Really cool little pinch harmonics there. Nice tremolo work as well. They shift back from that double bass into that halftime groove. Not halftime, but they back that double bass off just slightly. Yes! Outstanding. Well done, gentlemen. I am so proud of you guys. That was fantastic. Wow, that was Legacy of Cynthia. That was a monster. That is the first single coming off their new record. What a killer concept. What a killer song. What a way to follow up such an incredible record in Danse Macabre. It's an amazing record. It's one of my favorite alt-rock records, or alt-metal records that I've heard in quite some time. It came out back in 2016, I believe. And I still listen to that regularly. So, when they said, hey, we're coming out with some new stuff, part of me was thinking, are you going to be able to top such an absolutely incredible record? That is a killer track. The moods, the tension, the discomfort, it's all over that very 50s feel, serial killer feel to the video was really well done, very well executed. Love that. Love their sense of being able to shift so seamlessly in and out of grooves. Just really, really well executed, very well written. Guitars are heavy, they're crunchy. Drums are really well played. Their vocalist has such a great and diverse range, and he's able to get an almost Warrell Dane level of cynicism in his voice. And I love that. Band is Legacy of Cynthia. Go check them out, please. They're a great representation of the Portuguese scene, though by far not the only one. They're an amazing, kind, very humble group of guys, and I have been honored to know them the past year or so. The next one, as you see sitting up above my head in the video here, the Gazette Reila. When I saw that we hit 6K, like I asked Nadia, I asked my good friend, Ms. Kareem, hey, I need a Gazette track. Do Reila. He has translations. Miss Harasarki herself. All right, cool. Too easy. The Gazette were another band that, when I started doing them back in December of 2017, they blew me away. I really did. First track I believe I did was Ugly. Still one of my favorites from them. From that bit of nostalgia of the first track I've heard from them, as well as just that slick groove and the mix of the aggressive and the clean, the crunch and the nougat, the candy bar analogy. And I've been amazed going back through their catalog, just how different and how diverse their sound can be. And I love these guys, I really do. They're one of those BK bands where, and the thing about them as compared to Dir En Grey was Dir En Grey I had to work at, and that's an incredibly rewarding experience because it's hard to get into Dir En Grey sometimes, and my taste really had to evolve to really truly be able to get into them the way I am now and truly say that I'm a fan. With the Gazette, it was just like a light switch. It was easy. It was accessible, but still heavy. It was crunchy. It felt good, even though some of those lyrics are ridiculously dark. And Ruki really has a way of writing very dark lyrics, and that whole band does such a great job of contrasting the darkness of the lyrics with this very happy, upbeat music. Kind of in a way similar to what Coheed does, only in a very VK fashion. So, the next track along the journey here is the Gazette. It's Reila. And here we go. Get some of those alt-rock feelings there. Love the very clear acoustic usage here. Piano. That almost pop-punk-like feeling. That piano line's gorgeous and it really works. Wow, this vocal melody is gorgeous. And the acoustic passages really work here. Really nice bass line there. Really cool cymbal punches as well. Ruki's mid-range is buttery smooth here. Get that subtle lead guitar accent there. My guess is that's probably Uruha. Building so well. I like it how it picked up that slightly thin, scratchy and quacky riff there. More of an accent as opposed to a riff, and really letting that bass line drive it. Very catchy. And once again, this beautiful, happy, upbeat soundscape with these crushing, soul-destroying lyrics. I like the electronic percussion there. That's a cool touch. I like how it flows so well with that piano usage. And there's actually piano counterpoint going on there. I really like that. It's really subtle lead there. Really rich with the tone. A lot of emotion here in the playing. Really nice trade. It's always cool to really be able to hear the difference in styles between Aoi and Uraha as well. They still have a similar melodic sense, but you can hear the difference in the hands. Nice doubling in that lead, make it really thick. That's a cool change in the vocal melody there. Really love that rich mid-range he's using. Really cool bouncing between the electric and the acoustic, and then shifting back into this incredibly catchy chorus. So catchy. There's that vibrato I was waiting for. I like how he used it in his mid-range there. That tom pattern is really cool. It's a great way to bridge this transition. Really like the emphasis on the acoustic. Really makes this track work. Especially with that really subtle electric accent there. Video is very theatrical. It's amazing to see how younger these guys were when they did this. The mix in the track is incredibly solid. That contrast between the soul-crushing lyrics and this upbeat tempo, this gorgeous soundscape is one of those things that makes the Gazette so special, in my opinion. It's such an easy song to listen to. It's such an easy song to love. When you listen to the lyrics, it just hits right in the center of my chest. It gets me every time when I hear tracks like this. And reading these lyrics, I read them once before I started the video, and reading them again with the music, it's just amazing the power that the lyrics get a chance to have while being read or listened or understood, while, or in the case of people who speak Japanese, heard and understood while that incredible soundscape is going on. It's very catchy. The acoustic guitars being so forward and really driving that track is awesome. Those piano accents are really cool. Every member of the band had some really strong moments in there. Drum wise, bass wise, Reita's got some really cool parts. Both Aoi and Uruha have some great moments. The dual solos are something that I really love they do. They're both really strong players, and it's always great to hear them playing off each other. It's a longer track, but I really enjoyed it. And a massive, massive thank you to all of you Gazette fans out there who've been following me for so long. I truly appreciate you. That was for you. The next band we're getting into is my representative from the Moscow, Russia scene. I've covered several bands from Russia, several bands from Moscow on the channel, and you still got some that I need to do. I need to cover the new Filament track. Maria reached out to me a while ago. I need to make sure I get to that as well as others. But Blind Ivy out of Krasnodar, Pitch Black, Be Underarms, covered Rowdy at some point, and I've covered others. There is a very strong movement in Russia, especially when it comes to bands that have female singers. You're starting to see a lot of them, and you're starting to see a lot of bands that are utilizing females with aggressive vocals. Be Underarms are a personal favorite. I fully admit that. I started covering them last year when the incredibly wonderful and kind Anna reached out to me. Her and her husband Vladimir are both share the vocals in the band. These guys are incredibly hardworking. They put out a fantastic product as far as the effort and the time they put into their CDs, as far as their booklets go. I had an amazing care package from them back last July, which happened to coincide right after my birthday. They're just incredible people. And their new record, The Red Wave Is Coming, has arrived. It is out. It came out on the 5th of April. This is the second video for their new record. It's a track, The Czar. It's a short one. It's clocking in right at that 250 mark, it looks like. Been dying to hear it. Been dying to do the record. I will certainly get the record at some point shortly. But this is covering the Russian scene today. A scene that's been important to me and important to the channel. And just once again say thankful to such great people in this band. Be Underarms. The track is The Czar. Here we go. Very cool. I like the way the video is starting out. I like this vocal chorus. I like the breakup. I guess it's almost supposed to be like an old school feel to it. Awesome. Really well done there, guys. Really like these riffs, how thick this mix is. Like the synth over top of it as well. Really cool atmosphere. contrast between Anna and Vladimir is outstanding. He's hamming it up a little bit. I'm so glad you guys put the translations there. Riff is so cool. Really interesting. You can hear that bit of pitch correction on his melodic vocals, but it's clearly done for a stylistic choice. The way this riff moves and descends is so cool. The tone is fantastic. Contrasting high and low aggressives together are awesome. I like the way that riff evolved as well. That low, clean vocal is haunting. Wow, that was way too fast. Clearly it's a prelude to another track. Man, that was outstanding. It's so different for them. Well done, guys. That was spectacular. Well done to all of you guys in Be Underarms. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. It flew by. The vocal textures and layering, the contrast between Anna and Vladimir, the chemistry between those two, being a husband and wife team, is undeniable. One of the reasons I love them so much is they're a band that's doing something that not a whole lot of bands do, as far as that really cool male-female dynamic. But the male-female dynamic that's being done both clean and aggressive. There's plenty of theatrical metal bands out there, symphonic metal bands out there that are doing the angel and the devil approach of the female clean, the brilliant orchestral operatic female vocals, and the aggressive males. I mean, bands have been doing it for back since the 90s at this point, with bands like Theater of Tragedy and Tristania and Nightwish and others. But the way these guys do it, it fills a niche that I've been looking for many, many moons. And that was outstanding. The video, they put such great care into their videos. Love the costumes. Love the roles being played. Those riffs are really well written. There's so many cool little things I just want to pick out, go back to and pick out. The way the riff shifted so seamlessly, a couple of those little triplets in there, and it was just there for a second, and then it came back, and then it flowed back. Just absolutely flawless transitions. Fantastic mix. Well done. I'm so proud of you guys. That's a great track, and I cannot wait to hear the rest of the record. Coheed and Cambria. Track 5. Coheed and Cambria have been huge for this channel. They've been amazing in so many ways. I don't remember who made the original request for Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth, but that took this channel in a different direction. It's opened me up as a listener, as a fan, as a critic, to styles of rock that weren't really my thing. because you listen to Coheed and you get the Thank You Scientist and the Deer Hunter and other bands that are a bit more in that emo spectrum that I had trouble with 10 years ago, 12 years ago. I overlooked Coheed. I really did. I wrote them off thinking they were an emo band when I heard they were in House Atlantic and probably even Welcome Home. I couldn't have been more wrong. The impact they've had on the channel has been amazing. I've met some amazing, incredible people who I consider friends. Tessie, Brian, and many others. I had a chance to meet so many of you at the show in Houston in February, which was incredible. And that was all thanks to an amazing subscriber as well. I have been given records. Just the family among the fence, children among the fence. You guys are incredible. I really appreciate you so much. I know I still owe you on Head Living Creatures. The longer videos if I've been slacking on, but I'm gonna get back to it, I promise. But it's just been an amazing experience. It's changed my perspective. I love the band at this point, and I look forward to hearing more stuff. I look forward to doing videos. They're just an incredibly talented band. And I've even had a chance to talk to Josh several points. He's commented on some of the videos. Their drummer. Just, they're fantastic people. And they're an incredible band. And the fans are really, really wonderful people. Other than the elitists. But then again, there's elitists everywhere. Put up asking for suggestions for this one on one of the Coheed groups that I'm a part of, and they just hit, or about to hit 3,000 subs, or 3,000 members, which is awesome. Huge ups to them. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. I will put in the link in the description. And buddy Brian said it was a toss-up. It was a toss-up between either You Got Spirit Kid or Blood Red Summer, both from the same sessions. And buddy Brian said that he felt this was one of Claudia's best vocal performances. So, Blood Red Summer it is. Not like it's not a fantastic track coming off the IKS3 record. Anyway. So, let's get into it. Coheed and Cambria, Blood Red Summer. Cardinal Sessions. Here we go.
Filming me getting all fucking saying fuck and all that shit? Yeah. Sure. Wow, that's really great. Okay, here we go. Yeah, sure. That was a nice reaction.
That's awesome.
Faint white figures paint my scene. Please don't tell my secrets. Keep them hid out. You got it, you got it, you got it. The words that matter reach your face from door. Will you be wondering, yeah?
Joss rocking the little percussion rattle there. Such a cool little riff. Gotta love the upright bass there by Zach. It always blows me away just how strong his voice is. Great harmonizing there by Travis. So catchy, so enjoyable. Nice job, Josh. It's a really cool little accent riff. Get to hear some of those little things that they do in their tracks.
And so for matter when the words blame you. In a blood red summer, I'll get you.
So inspirational to listen to him sing. It's an awesome run there. I like how clear Travis's accent work is coming in through. Wow, listening to Travis over here, he's so clean. Even on acoustic, which is so difficult to nail it like that and to get a really clean playing. He's really clean with his leads. Ah, yes. The incredibly familiar and awesome chorus here. Definitely a staple of Coheed. I don't know a whole lot of bands who do it better. I like that break there. It's not perfect, but it adds so much character. This is just a joy. I've tuned out. I'm just enjoying this. Absolutely loving every little second of it here. Wow. Dude, you were right, Brian. This is such a great vocal from him. That's a special performance. It feels incredibly intimate. And gotta love Josh. I don't know if I've ever seen a guy put that much effort into shaking a rattle and snapping his fingers. And having fantastic time, by the way. Oh, you've heard the guy play. You know, he's a hell of a drummer, and he's got a metronome inside of his brain. But just getting into it, this version, you really get a chance to hear just how articulate and how cool some of those accent passages are. It's really clear, and I didn't realize just how much of that track has some kind of guitar accent being utilized there. But Travis really puts his stamp on that track. It wouldn't sound right without the work that he's doing. Massive respect to Zach Cooper. Playing upright is not easy. I've tried it. I'll stick to fretted. Never mind try to play upright. I love the use of the upright there. A really nice rich tone for it. Vocally, well, it's Claudio. He's got such a gift of just this way of projecting naturally, and just listening to him in a small space like that, especially outdoors, and able to have that kind of power and presence vocally is special. Those little breaks and those little things that were off actually make that song sound so much better. Those imperfections really make it. That's a great version of Blood Red Summer. That's a fantastic track. At some point, I will do You Got Spirit Kid, the other track on there, that another one of my buddies wanted me to do, but I was not disappointed. I was not let down. It's a great vocal performance, and these guys have just been, they've become a band that I absolutely adore, and and as I said, you just have such an amazing fan base there. And I'm so happy that so many of you adopted me. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing, and I love you. Old Lady. Old Lady's got a new record. It's out. Just came out. I haven't had a chance to cover a track off the new one yet. And Old Lady's an interesting band. They started out more of a straight-up death metal band, and they really took on more of the folk metal feeling. They've got a great fan base. Got a lot of subscribers early on from doing Old Lady tracks. And I felt they were important. I've also had a lot of love from doing the Cellar Darling stuff with the amazing Anna Murphy. And their new vocalist, whose name escapes me actually, is also really good. So she's also fantastic. But I wanted to do a new one. I did the most recent. I'm going to do the most recent today, The Slumber. It should be a cool transition from Coheed. I'm really curious to see what part of Old Lady we get. So let's check it out. We get Old Lady and The Slumber. Here we go. Well, you're certainly getting the folk metal elements right out the gate here. Really cool synth usage. Love the cello there. Strings.
Step by step we trudge on the scarlet road.
This is gonna build. Yes, it is. Really strong vocal layering here. Oh yeah, it's definitely picking up. Like the vocal cadence here. And the mix of the traditional instrumentation along with those heavier elements. This built so well. Really cool vocal layering. Really well delivered vocals here. Very coherent, very articulate. Sounds like a hurdy-gurdy. I'm not sure if it is or not, but it's a really cool texture there. That's a cool fill. Love the string work in the background. And there's your traditional woodwind. I like the fact that you're getting a solo out of that. A really cool, easy-going riff. I like the way that double bass came in. Gives you a different feel. awesome textures over that riff. Great vocal layering and different types of aggressives there that really fills out the sound and has a great amount of impact. Love the way this backs off. Get that contrast again. Great imagery throughout the entire video here. Outstanding. Awesome. That was really well executed. I can't wait to hear the second part of that. And highly impressed. That was track off the latest Ode and Lady record, which was recently released, and it's everything I want in a lady track. It's heavy, it's got great melodic moments, fantastic vocal interplay both male and female. It is definitely that Beauty and the Beast style vocal. Female, gorgeous female cleans, rich male aggressives. I love that bellow that he's capable of, as well as that almost black metal high-pitched screech. He's their male singer and band leader is an incredibly talented guy and multi-instrumentalist, really talented vocalist. Love the fact that they've cobbled together a 2-song cycle like that. I always love concept records and concept tracks. Absolutely well done as a video. Fantastic. I couldn't ask for a whole lot more. And once again, thank you to the Ode and Lady fans out there. Thank you for a lot of you guys for sticking around. I really appreciate it. The last band, originally I was going to do 6, and then I thought about it. And a scene that's also been really great at the channel has been the Indonesian metal scene. You wouldn't think of Indonesia as another one of those places that's got a really strong metal scene. They're really dedicated, very rabid, very populous metal fan base. But Indonesia does. Indonesia's also got several factories that make a lot of the Indonesian made musical instruments for a variety of fantastic brands out there of guitars. Solar, Gibson, Fender, PRS, among many others. And they're great guitars, by the way. I've owned several Indonesian-made guitars and basses over the years, and they're quality. I've had several requests to get back into Revenge of the Fate for a deathcore band from Indonesia. Indonesia has a big, like, extreme metal scene. They've got a ton of brutal death metal. I think brutal death metal is what I've seen the most out of Indonesia. I'm not a huge brutal death metal guy, but they've got some really good brutal death metal stuff. I will say, I know Dead Squad is recording a new record, and that should be on the way. And I'm really looking forward to that. And of course, I know the drummer that played on some of the Dead Squad stuff, and he is ridiculous. So having Lord Marco on Dead Squad stuff means that band is going to be swinging. But we're getting into Revenge the Fate. It's Frail. This was recently released. I know it's off their current record. Massive thank you to all the Indonesian fans that have subscribed. You guys have an incredible scene. I'm honored to be able to cover and share some of that with different parts of the world. The band is Revenge the Fate. The track is Frail. It's the last one we've got tonight. Here we go. Straight out the gate, it's swinging. Very heavily triggered drum kit there. Big blast, almost a black metal-like riff. I like the synth work back there, but it's very faint, but it's there. There's your very deathcore feel here. These grooves and these shifting tempos are so seamless. This breakdown was actually executed really well. It kind of smacks you out of nowhere. I like that cool accent riff there. Don't know about the breaking down of the breakdown part. I feel like that's a trap too many deathcore bands get into. This track just shifts through. Mixed really hot. I think it might be a little treble heavy for me. Those drums are incredibly forward. They just barely give you a break. Some really cool polyrhythmic things going on here. Very highly gated. That's some really slick melodic guitar work here. I really like that. Very clean sweeps there. Really cool, clean textures there they shifted out of that. Really interesting vocal layering. I like those big synths going on here. Alright. That was Revenge the Fate. The track was Frail. It's the last track on the 6K subscribers. Thank all of you so much. Video. And honestly, it's the only one in the bunch that I like parts of, but I don't love. Every one of the other tracks I absolutely love to death. I think they're all fantastic. I think this has its moments, but it's mixed really hot, mixed very treble heavy. Get a kind of wall of almost white noise and fuzz. They're clearly using active pickups, and you get that very almost uncomfortable wall of white noise a bit in there. The drums are really, really, really forward. They're clearly either triggered or sample replaced, or possibly an E-kit, but which would be samples. But they're very forward, very clear. They're very, very forward. The guitar tones are rich. They're what you expect from deathcore. You got that big, aggressive, hollow chug. And some of the riffs are really cool. They do rely a lot on those big chugs, some of those really crazy polyrhythms. And they do that thing that I'm not necessarily a fan of, when they go into a breakdown and they break down the breakdown. And a lot of the deathcore bands seem like they really live in those chugs, as opposed to what would be being executed if it was standard brutal death metal. Vocals are really diverse. Layering's done very well. The mix is certainly very clean. It's very polished, other than that really big wall of sound. Now, I'm not sure you guys will get that as much as I do, utilizing quality studio monitors, or studio headphones anyway. But and that was a little almost painful at points. And I think I might have liked it more if it wasn't on the tail end of it wasn't the 7th track of 7. There's some really cool riffs. The drumming is absolutely stellar, and the lyrics are really well executed. And I do like that very aggressive, hardcore-esque bark that their vocalist gets at points. I can see why plenty of people like them, and honestly, I do enjoy a lot of their stuff. And there's a lot of parts of that track that I enjoy. I just didn't love it compared to the other tracks. And this might not be the track that a lot of people that check out the video enjoy the most, knowing the subscriber base. I did throw a lot of different bands at you guys today, and some interesting styles, and I certainly finished out on a heavier note. So, thank you all once again. All of you, all the fandoms out there, all the support over roughly a year and a half I've been doing this. I love you. I truly do. You guys are a family. Got such a great group of subscribers here. Got a great comment section. And I'm just truly lucky, truly blessed that you guys are as great as you are. You're just good human beings, just wonderful human beings, and that's the most important thing. You know, still being in that several thousand range, it means I still get a chance to interact, and I get a chance to read. I read every comment. I might not reply to every comment, but I read every comment that I see pop up, and I respond to most of them. And I'm very active on Facebook, so I talk to you guys that are on Facebook quite a bit. I'm a little bit negligent on Twitter, and I'm a little bit negligent on Instagram, because that really requires a phone to do more stuff than it does PC, so I don't spend as much time on there as I should. But I love you. Thank you guys so much. It's been an honor and a pleasure, a privilege to do videos for you for so long. I've done over 800. I've got over 780 of them on YouTube. There's a few on BitChute. There's some that I've deleted, and there's some that I just never posted. I think all said and done, I've probably shot about 830 or 840 videos for the channel. And I'm just so thankful. So thank all of you guys for making this possible. I owe it all to you. And I really, truly care about every single one of you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for giving me the honor. Thank you to my law enforcement, military, veterans, and first responders for what you guys do every single day. You guys have been awesome. I have been Bald Man. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Be excellent to each other and keep headbanging.